disturbed in your head. Yeah?
You have to be mentally disturbed.
Yeah, because you have to understand.
Or to take the fight in the first place.
Yeah, because when I saw him a couple of months ago.
Yeah. I just think at this stage in the career, they're both at a similar level. Conor's young. He's going to progress, he's going to learn, the experience is going to do him well. Chris is coming more to the back end of his career.
He builds himself as the next generation, and he's 35 years of age. And, you know, he had an opportunity to fight in a major fight.
Chris will give himself every possible chance that's going, but in reality, you know, personally, I just think the last performance of Chris, I thought you've got nothing left. You've got nothing. There's no more improvement on what I'm seeing there. And I know there was the weight issue and all the build up to it. I thought there's no more improvement there.
Does that mean you think do you think Conor Benn will be better in the second fight?
Yes.
Does that mean that you think that by him being better and there's no more left for Chris Eubank, that Conor Benn's able to bridge the gap and get an outcome in the second fight?
Without doubt.
You do.
Boxing icons reveal shocking reasons. Chris Eubank Jr. is the greatest of all time. The energy around this statement is electric because deep down fans know it might just be true. Eubank's mentality, his composure, and that ruthless drive inside the ring define what real greatness looks like in modern boxing.
I'm gonna say this, yeah, to all the fighters out there. You wanna be a killer, you hang out with killers. You train like a killer. Remember that.
Tony Jeff paints it perfectly. This isn't just boxing. It's legacy on the line. For Eubank, this fight isn't about proving something new. It's about reminding the world who he already is. Calm, calculated, and dangerous. His stepping in not to compete, but to conquer.
Would sell out any stadium in the UK. I was going to say in the world there, but probably not in America because that many people wouldn't fly over. It would sell out a lot. But the fight location still hasn't been announced yet, but I do know that it's going to be on September 20th. Now,
And just wait till you hear what Duke McKenzie had to say about that unforgettable first fight. McKenzie's right. That night wasn't just boxing. It was pure theater. The lights, the energy, and the way Eubank commanded the moment made it unforgettable. It's rare when a fighter becomes the heartbeat of an event, but that's exactly what Eubank Jr. did. He owns the spotlight.
Like I say, the fight wasn't a letdown because it was a good fight, but as an event, you won't get a better event than that, and they'll have to go some actually to surpass that or even equal that. Let's just hope they get the same turnout in terms of the numbers, people going through the live gate and watching that fight, because it was a great event. There's no ifs, buts or maybes. You won't get world title fights that actually are a better event.
That's brutal honesty, and McKenzie isn't wrong. Benn's overconfidence might just be his downfall. You can't underestimate a fighter like Eubank Jr. is too smart, too seasoned. While Benn's swinging wild, Eubank's reading every move, calculating, patient, and ready to punish mistakes.
Conor Benn's not a massive puncher, not even at welterweight, so really he's kind of mugged himself off a little bit by saying, I'm going to knock this guy out. He didn't give Eubank enough respect. Like I say, he was throwing shots at several points in that fight and he wasn't even looking where they were going. It was just like head down and winging the shots over.
Conor Benn's words say it all. This isn't about respect. It's about pure dislike. His not talking strategy. His talking emotion. And that's exactly where Eubank wins. While Benn's fueled by frustration, Eubank's fueled by focus. One's fighting angry, the other's fighting smart. And that makes all the difference.
This fight can only harm him, because that was a hard fight, the first one. This one will be another hard fight, whoever wins, unless there's a real freak occurrence, not a freak occurrence, unless someone gets caught with the shot really early, then it's going to be a hard night, which you still have to make Eubank the favourite again, like I did the first time. I mean, so I don't know.
Adam Smith lays out the stakes perfectly. This isn't just another bout. It's a career-defining moment for Eubank Jr. This fight could reignite his run toward world championship glory. And that's exactly what makes him so dangerous. When a fighter with his skill, his pride, and his composure has purpose again, you get something special. Smith also touches on Benn's belief, but belief without control means nothing. Eubank's been here before, under lights, under scrutiny, under fire, and every time he delivers. His timing, his chin, his discipline, they are not hype. They are built on years of staying the course when others crumbled. If he wins this, he's not just back, he's reborn. And that's a terrifying thought for anyone standing across the ring.
I think Eubank Jr., if he gets this win and there's a new lease of life maybe under Beaumat, 2026, maybe finally he could become a world champion. But he's got to get past Conor Benn first. And Conor Benn, not just hungry for revenge, he believes he can win this because of what happened first time round, because he went 12 rounds at middleweight, up in class, after a long layoff. Some people fancy Benn in this.
Tony Bello gives a fair assessment, but even his logic fuels the fire for Eubank Jr. Yes, he's older, more battle-worn, but that's what makes him even more lethal. Experience isn't a disadvantage when it comes with wisdom and patience. Eubank knows how to adapt. He's done it throughout his career. While Ben may recover faster, Eubank thinks sharper. He's learned how to turn pain into purpose, fatigue into focus. Bellew calls it a short window, but Eubank's never been about time. He's about timing. The longer this bruise, the more dangerous he becomes. Fans know it. Eubank doesn't just train for a fight. He prepares for war. And when that bell rings again, Bellew's short window might just turn into Ben's worst nightmare.
He ain't coming back down to 160, so it's got a very short lifespan, this rematch. It's got to be done the sooner the better. If I'm being brutally honest, the sooner the rematch happens, in my opinion, it favours Conor Benn, because he's the younger fighter who's took less damage and has had a much lesser career with much less experience. For someone like Chris Eubank Jr., it's going to take a while to turn around, and it's going to take a while to recover, because that was a hard fight for him. He was shook a number of times. He felt the shot.
Eddie Hearn's words hit heavy because beneath the cool exterior, there's a man burning with frustration. Eubank Jr. has always been about control, about standing tall no matter the noise. For him to be sidelined, silenced even for a moment, cuts deeper than any punch. But that's what fuels fighters like him. He might see a man sick as a parrot, but fans see a lion pacing in the cage, waiting for the moment the doors open. Eubank doesn't wallow. He plots. He's too proud, too disciplined to let circumstances dictate his story. That silence, it's not weakness, it's pressure building. And when it's released inside the ring, Ben's the one who will feel the full impact. Eddie's insight reminds everyone Eubank's not done. He's just waiting to make the noise impossible to ignore.
Firstly, the guy is not well. Secondly, the guy really should be here. But the fact that he's not involved, the fact that he couldn't take any money, the fact that he couldn't be involved in any decisions, stand in front of the cameras, is making him sick as a parrot. So send me that and he'll receive a legal letter tomorrow. Thank you.
Eddie Hearn's frustration is written all over his tone, but deep down it reveals the chaos swirling around Conor Benn's camp. He calls out the lack of respect, and he's not wrong. Ben's actions inside and outside the ring have shown immaturity, emotional volatility, and a level of arrogance that could cost him everything. Eubank Jr., on the other hand, doesn't need theatrics to prove his worth. He's already mastered the mental game. And when a fighter like him senses disorder in his opponent's corner, it's like blood in the water. Eddie says things will be different this time, and he might be right, just not in Ben's favor. Because Eubank's been here before against doubters, against disrespect, against noise. He's turned all of it into fuel. When the bell rings, it won't be about talk or tension. It'll be about composure. And that's where Eubank's class will shine brightest, turning Ben's chaos into his own masterpiece.
Honestly, this guy has zero respect for anything. And I hope people can see through it. Some will, some won't. But if you can't see them, that's a lot of what happened up there was just wrong. So listen, we go to work and we're in to win the fight. It's going to be different this time.
Last one.
Johnny Nelson gives his take with confidence, but let's be honest, his analysis doesn't tell the full story. Yes, Eubank looked stiff at times, but that's the thing about seasoned fighters. They adapt. Eubank's performance wasn't about flash or footwork. It was about control, composure, and dismantling a younger man's overconfidence. Every jab, every pause, every measured exchange was calculated. A test of patience, not weakness. Nelson believes Ben will improve, but improvement doesn't erase instinct. Ben might sharpen his tools, but Eubank's entire arsenal is built on experience. He's been through wars, survived setbacks, and learned how to evolve mid-fight. While others see stiffness, real boxing mind sees strategy. A man conserving energy, waiting for the perfect counter. And when that counter lands, All the improvements in the world won't save Ben from reality. Nelson predicts it'll go the distance, maybe. But distance doesn't matter when one man owns every round mentally.
I do see improvement there for Conor, and I do think the results will be different the other way around in the next fight. I think it'll go the distance all over again.
Duke McKenzie captures it beautifully. This isn't just a fight. It's a generational event. 3 generations all locked in, all ready to witness something that transcends boxing. It's legacy versus legacy, pride versus bloodline. And right at the heart of it all stands Chris Eubank Jr., the man carrying not just his father's name, but his own identity carved through years of battle. Mackenzie's point about the intrigue hits home because this rivalry connects eras. The older fans remember their fathers watching Eubank Sr. The younger ones see the evolution in Junior. And now the torch of rivalry burns brighter than ever. What's powerful is how Eubank's story bridges that gap. The poise of old-school boxing mixed with the intensity of modern warfare. This is what keeps the sport alive. Emotion, rivalry, and legacy colliding. When that bell rings, 3 generations will be watching, and only one man will make history echo again.
That right. However, the intrigue that surrounds this fight, I've got young kids in my gym that are going to be tuning into this
3
fight.
generations are going to watch it, aren't they? That's what's great.
They're so excited about it.
Everything comes down to this. 2 names, 2 legacies. One night that could rewrite British boxing history. For Chris Eubank Jr., this fight is about more than belts or bragging rights. It's about redemption, proving that the calm, disciplined craftsman still conquers the reckless storm. A win would remind the world that focus, patience, and ring IQ still rule the sport. This is his moment to silence every critic who ever doubted his heart. But on the other side stands Conor Benn. Young, fiery, desperate to carve his own identity. For him, victory isn't just about pride. It's about breaking free from his father's shadow and forcing the world to say his name with respect. 2 bloodlines, 2 destinies, 1 explosion waiting to happen. The tension's boiling, the stakes are generational, and someone's legacy will rise while the other's fades under the lights. Who's your pick? The ice-cold technician Eubank Jr. or the wild spark Conor Benn?